The church cameras captured something impossible that night. A prayer was being recorded, and in the middle of it, another voice answered back. Not human, not edited, and what it said terrified everyone who heard it. Rain hammered against the windows of St. Michael's Church. It was nearly 3 a.m. The old building stood alone at the edge of town, surrounded by dead trees and silence so deep it almost felt alive. Inside the church, Father Thomas prepared for the midnight prayer recording. He had done this hundreds of times before, but that night, something felt wrong. The candles flickered even though there was no wind. The air felt heavy. And somewhere deep inside the church, something moved. Father Thomas checked the halls. Empty. The confession room? Empty. The basement? Locked. Everything seemed normal. Still, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. He returned to the altar and started the recording. The camera light turned red. Recording. He folded his hands and began to pray. Lord, protect this place from evil. Let no darkness enter these walls. The church remained silent. But then, a faint sound echoed from somewhere behind him. A whisper, almost too quiet to hear. Father Thomas stopped speaking. The silence became unbearable. Then the whisper came again. Longer this time. Closer. The priest slowly turned around. Nothing. Only darkness. His breathing became heavier. He tried to continue the prayer. In the name of Jesus Christ. And then it happened. A second voice interrupted him. Deep, broken, inhuman. He cannot hear you. Father Thomas froze. The voice did not come from the hallway. It did not come from outside. The candles suddenly went out, one by one. Darkness swallowed the room. Only the red camera light remained. Father Thomas whispered, "Who's there?" No answer. Then a low laugh echoed through the sanctuary. Slow, distorted, wrong. The priest grabbed the cross hanging from his neck and began praying louder. But the deeper his prayer became, the angrier the voice sounded. The walls groaned. The wooden benches creaked. And somewhere above him, footsteps began moving across the ceiling. Father Thomas looked up. At first, he saw nothing. Then the darkness shifted. A tall figure slowly emerged near the back of the church. Too tall to be human. Its body looked twisted. its face hidden inside shadow. But its eyes glowed faint red in the dark. The priest stepped backward. The figure did not walk. It dragged itself forward slowly, without making a sound.
The camera audio began glitching. Static filled the recording. Father Thomas shouted, "Leave this house of God!" The shadow stopped moving. For a moment, everything became silent again. Then the entity spoke, clearer than before. "This place belongs to me." Immediately, every church bell began ringing at once. The camera violently shook, and the screen cut black. The next morning, church workers found Father Thomas unconscious near the altar. The camera was still recording, but nobody could explain what happened during those missing minutes. Some believed it was fake. Others believed the church was haunted. But one detail terrified everyone. When audio experts cleaned the recording, they discovered something hidden beneath the static. A whisper repeating over and over again, "I'm still here." The next morning, church workers found Father Thomas unconscious near the altar. The camera was still recording, but nobody could explain what happened during those missing minutes. Some believed it was fake. Others believed the church was haunted. But one detail terrified everyone. When audio experts cleaned the recording, they discovered something hidden beneath the static. A whisper repeating over and over again, "I'm still here." Some doors should never be opened, and some voices should never answer back. Subscribe to Shadow Scriptures for more dark horror stories and terrifying supernatural encounters.